Okay, Joel, while they're reviewing the minutes, we'll do your report.
There's nothing developed on the regular report.
You review it?
Nobody has any questions. There's nobody in my initial report, no. Okay. Everything else is pretty much beyond. So if somebody's got a question, I can go there.
Well,
Do you want me to do the health insurance now or wait till later?
we'll just zing through this. We get new business. We'll put it right on top of the
Oh,
list.
okay, that's fine. Thank you.
All right, going back to the minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion.
Matt makes a motion to approve the minutes
Second.
for October 9th.
Right.
10 seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. For October 16th, 2025, our budget meeting. Is there a motion to approve those minutes?
I make a motion to approve those minutes.
Matt Rathman takes motion, 10 seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Minutes are approved. Sole assessor is included in your report packet. Local ordinances. Bill, you got anything else to add? Okay. Animal control, nothing. Okay, Scott.
October report. We've been out working on the dirt roads, grading. We've been fixing a bunch of the snowplow turnaround. They're always wet and icy. Repairing a bunch of that stuff. We finished building the box on number 3 finally. We undercoated all the truck ourselves this year. We're working on problems with the tractor. It's all fit and all it needs, some of the dishes. Thanks to Salem for letting us pour over this year. Working on Upper Turnpike Road, Rathmandale Road. That all settled again down there. We took some more of the blacktop up and put some more fabric down, and it seems to be holding good again. It was so dry this summer. In the high winds, we've been running around picking up some small trees in the road and stuff, but hasn't been nothing big. We've been different Upper Turnpike, Dublin, Plymouth Hill. We've been running around doing a bunch of prominent spots. We've been mowing that brush with the mowing tractor and guardrails and been fixing some guardrails around that's been broken in a car accident. We put all the wings and flowers on the trucks and they're ready to go. We did the spreader patterns on them all and we're all set. Anything happens. Water. We did some plumbing in the water barn. In there, we changed some piping around to make the flow a little better inside. We worked on the stream outside for testing for wells 3 and 3A for the health department. They want conductivity testing done and temperature done on water. Make sure it's not. The stream isn't affecting anything in the well 3 or 3A. We got to test that for 6 months. Because they had nothing else to get us on, so they got to come up with something. So hopefully we can get them wells out in Guido, and we won't have to buy them filters or run the lights anymore. We pumped 715,000, and our daily average was 2364. And we're pretty amazed that this summer them wells held up as dry as it is. We're running on that stream and we're doing good stuff. We did a good job by putting them wells in. And that's it on that. And the truck, the sale of the truck come to 13,700 on the bid of the 6 truck through Auction International. And I got 48 hours to this time for them. Is that what you like to do?
And what did you undercoat the trucks with?
You have to ask me that.
Fluid film?
Yeah, fluid film. We
Well-
done it twice now. We did it the end of winter and springtime, and then we just did them again. I think it holds up a whole lot better than that oil.
It does.
It's amazing stuff. Yep.
It's worth the money.
We actually spray our grizzly with it up at the pit. We wash it and then spray that whole thing down. And we did it last year right after we built this. You'd be amazed with much rain and wet weather, how much that stuff stayed on the field. Yeah. That's it for me.
What's the board's feeling on the truck for 13? What'd you say, 1?
13.7.
I think we
13.
should accept it. I second that.
Any more discussion on the
What
truck?
number truck was that?
Sick.
No further discussion. Is there a vote? All in favor of selling the
Aye.
truck for 13.7?
Okay.
Motion carries. Okay, Scott. That'll be out of the yard and you'll have more room. You're gonna give them a time frame to get that out of there?
Yeah, well, once
Pay for it.
they will call me and tell me that they have the check, and then they'll send it right to Joel. And once I know all that goes down, they come get it.
And how long do they usually take to come get it afterwards?
They're within a couple days.
So it could be gone by the end of the month then.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just thinking to get that out of there before winter.
right. Yeah, they're pretty quick about it.
Okay, next item, Joel. New business on insurance. You want to run the board through it, Joel?
So we have for Medicare Advantage retirees, those that are 65 and older. CDPHP's come out with 2 plans. One is just a duplicate of what we already have, but it's a 16% increase. So it's $441 per month in total versus the $379 we're paying this year in 25. You should have a report, shows you we have 11 members on it, what the total cost is and what the new cost will be. They also offered us an alternative plan. The alternative plan, what I could see, and what they showed me, it just shows some increase in office visits and specialists, but not that much. The premium is a 12% increase. So it's 426.
Yeah.
For 441. There's a small saving. Next year, we could be looking at, I've also noted that, 13 members on that plan. We have 2 new ones coming in on that plan alone. And we have, if you go down further, just so you know, we will have 5 members that aren't eligible for the Medicare Advantage, retirees, and we will be paying for those in 2022. So I'm not giving you all the detail there. If you have any questions, so we need to make a decision whether we want to take the 16% increase or go to the 12% increase. That's what I'm looking for from.
Well, were we
also,
sorry, were we gonna call the retirees in or were we just gonna act on it?
He's got to know tonight, right?
In November.
Yeah, it needs to be done by the 15th.
Okay. All right.
So, and it's, it's not that big of an increase for the retirees. It is an increase, but it's not huge. Office visits, they're now paying 15, they'll go to 25.
Personally, I think it'd be a stupid move to go to the 12% one. Look at the fees. There's 11 people on it. The maximum out of pocket goes from $3,350 to $4,000. There's $650. 10 of them go. That's $6,000, and it's only costing us $2,000.
Well, overall, with the ones that have, spouses and whatnot, it shows.
It's only costing us 2,000 something, right? Savings of 2,000.
That's in-
$19.
That's individual though, isn't it?
No, no,
That's total.
total for $2,000. I mean, if anything, if you want to do something, if we're giving them $500 still, are we doing that?
That's another question.
I mean, if we kick that back to 400, that would cover half of the increase. We cover half, they cover half. I mean, that's the bare minimum, at least I would do, for them to pay. Specialist goes from $25 to $40. And not only that, the money, but you start changing everything. Older people, it's hard for change to understand change.
With the same plan.
Right. This is the same plan if we stay with the 16%.
Same with the 12.
12% is the same plan.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Is it the same plan?
Same plan.
Except for it's different fees and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Copays, I,
You got the
I don't
matrix.
have a problem with having increases in copay.
Okay. Do you have the matrix?
For $2,000. For everybody, $2,000 that's everybody.
Well, this is for right now, Matt. I mean, we're all aware of what the future.
Well, if it goes up more next year, then we talk about it. For $2,000, I think it's a pretty stupid move when you look at those increases. For $2,000, if it's $2,000, why don't we cut them back to $400? Let them pay half the increase, and we pay half the increase.
I'd be for that too. That would be fine. But we got to get something back.
Yeah, this is why I wanted to come before the board, because I think annually we have to at least look at this.
Yeah. Let's not do
Annually.
it right crunch time, though, neither, though.
Well, it just came
Right.
out.
Right.
I mean, they didn't give us a lot of time on this. This was very sudden on us, but
I mean, we're into 400.
If we go to the 206 plan now,
Well,
Yeah.
now we're changing plans.
well, so it's the one that, if you got the matrix down there, the one that's highlighted,
There's
Second.
two high end.
okay? The coverage is all the same. The only thing that changes is the deductibles.
So now we have three options on the table. Is that what you're saying?
No, we only have
the
two.
two.
There's two.
This is
The only thing changing is the deductibles.
Right. So why do we even need this sheet?
The deductibles are copay.
Co-pays are a whisker more, $5 and $10.
yeah, it goes up $10 for an office visit.
I mean, everyone's goes up.
I went to a specialist the other day. It was $40.
I went to one and it's $50.
I asked the broker for an alternative to try to cut the 16% without killing the benefits. And this is what she came back with. So that's why I'm presenting the fee.
I mean, for $8,000, I went
And you can
clear
see
out the bee's nest.
You can see if it goes for MVP, what it does. I mean, this is massive.
Yeah.
That's
I'll make a motion. We cut to 500. What do you call that? 500. What is it called?
Reimbursement?
Yeah, reimbursement
Yeah.
from 500 to 400. And if we get $100 from everybody, that's $1,100. That's half of the.
Well, it's more than half of the 18.
Well, it's just, no, we only do it for the retirees. We don't do it for the spouse.
Right.
So that's probably about 9, if I remember correctly.
personally, I think for the cost right now, this isn't a big step forward for anybody. But you don't know what's coming next year or the year after, and this is a good bridge for them to go in case there is a massive step. That's what I was thinking. Is if in 2 years from now, if we're in this
Who
spot
knows where we're going to be in 2
in
years?
next November, I mean,
Right.
we
You
don't
don't know.
know.
Right.
But what right now they're talking with the healthcare policies with ACA and everything, we don't have a clue where we're headed now. 'Cause they've opened up another Pandora's box. And this is I feel that this is a good stepping stone If we leave that 500 alone, we get them, it's just a little bit more out of pocket. It's a nominal cost. It saves us money, but it gets them aware of what's out there. I mean, I know there's towns out there doing a lot, aren't anywhere near what we are as far as offering insurance.
Well, it's not just town, it's everywhere.
Yeah, schools, everything.
So,
I mean, Telescope.
Like $100 move doctors.
I mean, it's everybody. So,
You know, I just, I
This year.
I think it's
and this is the copay is only if you go to the doc. If you don't go, it's not going to cost you.
yeah.
Now,
Over
our
65, you
employees
don't think
pay
you go to
less
the
for a
doctors?
doctor's visit.
You might not go as
Huh?
you don't need to.
That
A lot of times
our-
it's easy to run. With
Our
no copay.
retirees pay less for a doctor's visit than I do. Um,
2000.
not everybody's gonna get the health reimbursement. 'Cause if they use it,
Mhm.
they'll get it, but if they don't use it, they're not gonna get it.
Well, there's a motion on the floor. What, to leave it as it is, right, Matt?
Don't go 400.
Go 400. We'll leave this program
Right,
the way it is.
right.
Is there a second on that?
I would say 900 instead of 18.
But we take half the cost and they take half the cost. I think that's a fair thing to do, but it's up to 5 members.
Well, are you going to second that?
What do you think, Matt?
That seems fair to me, I mean. It's a double-edged sword, no matter how you look at it.
I mean, it comes due every year. I mean, we may be jumping way down next year if the premiums go sky high. Who knows?
Yeah, we have no idea.
Right? We have no idea.
But I think at least we owe this a visit.
Well, if we give them $100 off on the reimbursement, we take $100 away, and we don't, and we gotta charge them their 10% or their 35%, whatever they're paying on top for the new premium that they gotta pay
You're going to be paying a little bit more anyways.
a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, the town pays most of it.
Yeah.
But I think we should look at saving this money, man. I really do. For
$1,000?
For $15 deductible on a hospital visit, I think it's pretty, or not a hospital visit, but a
There's not an
specialist.
office visit.
The copay.
Well, it's $1,000. We're saving
If you
for 11 people,
if you
or
reduce
10 people, whatever it is.
if you reduce the
Yeah.
Well, that
reimbursement,
reimbursement isn't a fair number though, because some of it doesn't even get used.
that's right.
That is there.
Do you have the right? Joel, do you know how many people used it last year? The full reimbursement.
No, I don't have that handy. I'm not sure.
I'm just thinking it'd be cleaner to just move it to the 206 plan, and all they got to deal with is their deductibles.
You making the motion?
Copays, excuse me.
You making the motion?
What else would it be? I mean,
Well, you got one on the floor now.
but what else would it be? You said smooth. I don't understand.
What's that?
You say it would be a smooth transaction going to that
Well,
plan.
you're gonna change two rules. You're gonna charge them more for the deductible, plus.
You're gonna charge you.
Well, no, if you leave it at the 203 plan, you're gonna leave the deductibles where they are. So all you're giving them off is $100 on the reimbursement.
All right. You're
Well-
taking $100 off.
But they're also going to see their contributions decline.
No,
Right.
up a little. Oh, I mean, if you go with the other plan. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, now
Well,
decline is going to go up.
2%.
Right. But if they go up, how much is it going up?
Well, you say you got somebody that's paying 10%.
Renewing the alternate plan,
It's going to go from
379 to 441. So it's going up
Well, it's gonna-
$60. So if they're paying 10%, it's going to go up $6.
That's right.
and if they don't go to the doctor, they're money ahead too.
Right. Yeah, they only pay the copay if they go.
Yeah. But they're going to be paying 12% versus 16 every single month.
Right.
That is a constant number. So they're saving 4% every
4%
month.
on the premium.
Every month.
They're paying, we're saving and they're saving.
Yeah,
4%, $16.
every month.
Right.
And if they go to the doctor once a month, it's still a break even for
Brother.
them. Did you want to rescind your motion then for the 400?
No, just drop that motion. and
All
somebody
right,
else
no
make a new
second
change.
on that.
Right.
Can we call that the 206? Is that what we're calling that? 12%?
Why don't you just call it current and alternative?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
Well, it's on the matrix, but anyway, I'll make a motion, we adopt the 206 plan.
The only thing that changes is the copay.
Well, that and
Out
it's
of
right
pocket
out of
versus
the specialist goes up
inpatient.
inpatient and max out of pocket.
So somebody could be paying $650 a month.
So
So I made the motion.
Jim makes a motion. Is there a second? I'll second it. I don't like to, but I will. All in favor of doing this transition to the 12% plan?
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Matt? Nays. One no. Motion carries. Okay. Joel, can you reach out to the retirees with this?
Yeah, well, I need to put it to the brokers in the bottom.
Seven 13. Okay, Mike, I guess we're into your area. For A, we have to approve, set a public hearing for next board meeting for the fire contracts. And I know Jim will want to recuse himself on this one. So is there a motion to approve the public hearing for fire contracts next month?
I'll make it.
Ken makes a motion,
Second.
Matt seconds. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. So we'll have a public hearing on the fire contracts at the December meeting. I guess we're into procurement, Mike. Has everybody reviewed this over the last month?
Yep.
Everybody satisfied with the? I liked it. Did you make any other alterations to this? Okay.
I'll make a motion. Let's check.
Ken makes a motion. Jim seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. The surplus policy. Has everybody had a chance to review that?
Please go there, so you have a particular effective date, for the policies effective immediately or effective at a later.
Oh, the procurement? You want to do December 1st?
Really up to you.
I do have a question for you. Regarding, right now we have GA Bowl for our fuel provider. The state contract has not come out yet for new fuel. I talked to Barb Birch at the county yesterday. They have not released it. Goes a 2-year contract and nothing's come up. I've spoken to GA Bowl and they said they will continue service like they did for last year at the state contract price.
Okay.
Can we continue with what we did last year or do we have to put it out for bid again?
So they'll basically just extend your existing contract.
Yes. And it's at state contract price, so
When you anticipate a new state contract, should you?
no, it goes till the new one, the old one expires the end of November, November 30th.
Yeah,
They
so
might have a new one, but whatever it goes to, they're gonna honor it.
it's gonna be a month or so.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's okay.
okay. That was, popped into my head. We can make it for December 1st and,
Number one,
yeah,
that's fine. Just note that I need also either from Joel or from Donna, there's some account numbers on page 10 for passenger vehicles, truck tractors, other equipment. That's which should be plugged into the policy.
is this on the surplus or on the asset?
It's on the procurement. Towards the bottom of page 10, where it says purchase of vehicles and equipment.
Yeah,
So you don't necessarily need to have that right this moment, but if somebody wants to email it to me or something, I'll plug it in there.
is this on all of our equipment or?
Well, these are just you have accounts in your ledger by which you keep track of particular kinds of equipment or assets. And so I'm assuming there's an account number for passenger vehicles, although I haven't.
Oh, great.
Lots of tractors and other equipment.
Now, we have one,
Just one account on all vehicles,
all equipment.
all equipment.
CD 530.2.
Did you say Dave and David?
Yeah, D is in David, 5130.2.
Okay. So let everybody see where we're at here, so I'll
Yeah.
change that.
Yeah,
Instead of itemizing those out, it'll just say purchases of equipment. And then the account number shall be placed on the top board agenda for approval prior to purchase. But think about that. I mean, that's a big category. So that could be a copy machine. It could be,
We don't try that.
you don't.
No,
Okay, so,
never have.
all right.
So all we're tracking is the large equipment, anything, any kind of truck, anything.
Well, then these are gonna be related because at some point, Nate's order is here, but we're gonna be looking at the capital asset policy. And the question is, are you gonna start tracking more? And if you are, you're gonna need more account numbers.
now, does the account numbers go in the budget or are they just individual tracking line?
Well, they would be part of your capital assets you would keep track of. It could be in two places. In other words, if you were going into a budget for the purchase of a particular truck, for that, then you have a line number. Let's say instead of lumping all equipment into one line number, you wanted to say, well, we're gonna put vehicles in this line number, and then we're gonna put computer equipment or information technology in this line number, and we'll put, I don't know what else. You don't, so I'll defer to Joel in terms of.
But this isn't something you need tonight. This is something we can structure
Tonight.
and build out.
Tonight, so yeah, I would need you to make that decision at some point before this goes live, otherwise you're gonna need to amend it.
We've never tracked, and never done it before me, everything. The copier is what, maybe 2,000 units now, computer's 500.
Terry,
We just don't track that.
5 years
That's
ago.
we didn't track,
Or that probably
you
10
know,
years.
and until.
Right, so just like the spaghetti sauce, right? So it's just,
Yeah, and what is it worth, really? I mean, if we were to close today and sell this stuff, what would we get for it?
not much.
You know, so we tracked the big stuff,
You don't have to
the
pay.
tandem, the excavator, you know, the big equipment, but that's it.
There is a thing on their insurance company, right? Saws and all that, the chipper, and all that stuff is covered on. So we do have a list out by that, under the insurance. Yeah.
Well, as it relates to that, because you're talking procurement, the real question is, do you want to define some sort of break point above and below where the town board's approval is required in order to buy it? And if you do, then
You look at dollar amount.
yeah. This is designed to kind of set apart those bigger dollar item purchases. For a, you know, that's what you're buying, and that needs to come with the agreement.
But I thought page 7
That's what we've been doing anyway.
has the
Right.
has the numerical values on.
Those are the requirements. Those dollar amounts are triggers for competitive bidding purposes, not necessarily for what component of the town has the authority to buy. So, and again, it's a little hard to generalize because, you know, towns are big and small, and some of them have purchasing directors and purchasing departments, for example, and some of them have a variety of different divisions or departments that have department heads that have purchasing authority within the confines of their budget, and others are smaller where, you know, it's basically a town board, or it could be the town clerk, or it could be, you know, town highway superintendent.
So, you know, I just, when you're doing that, ran into a different town, sent their truck, had to have it towed to Albany, tandem, Scott probably knows all about it. It was a $7,000 repair. You can't take that someplace else to get another quote, cost $1,000 to move it there. Of course, then it broke down a week later and went back for another 7,000, so, you know, so some of the, I mean, I understand if you're buying, when we bought the furnace, we had to get 3, we went out, you got 3
Yeah.
bids, I think, or maybe 3 written ones, but some of the, you know, and as far as putting assets in smaller items, the IRS allows us to anything 2,500 and under, a single item is applies, you can just write it off. So, again, I don't, let's see, a huge, some of the.
So Joel, is that account that we're talking about, DA
51.
2665?
Henry?
DA 2665?
I asked the work to see, I don't have that.
That's highway equipment, say,
You're talking about sale.
yeah,
I was talking about
procurement,
purchase.
okay,
It's the D1 shifting when you go to point 2. Point 2 is always the capital.
okay,
Point 2 is capital, point 4 is an expenditure, point 1 is labor, although you'll see sometimes because we're trying to break it down.
Okay.
We'll use point 5.
so point 2 then, all right,
Which
thank you.
designate different people. But as far as the controller's office, that's what we're dealing
What
with.
did you say? 0.2 what was?
Improvement, the capital.
Oh,
Mike, I think, like in a case like Joel, you said, you know, if the truck needs to be towed, it has to be towed. And I think that if the highway superintendent just called the councilman or the supervisor and just informed them it was happening, I think that's sufficient because it has to be fixed.
Right, so there's 2 different issues here. One is, you have to competitively, you have to get quotes at prices. That's the competitive bidding piece, but
Yeah.
part of the procurement policy. The answer to that would be no. That's an emergency exception.
Okay.
And you got a disabled vehicle alongside of the road, whatever it is. You know, you can't take 3 or 4 days to figure out who can give you the best price to get it moved. So that's that. The $7,000 expenditure, you're not buying a thing, you're buying a service. And so that wouldn't factor into this procurement policy because this is only talking about purchase of a capital item, a truck.
Yeah.
That you're getting something. So two different things. There's less flexibility with the process of buying in terms of pricing, competitive bidding, because that's state statute. When you're talking about purchasing the vehicle and who gets to make that decision, there's less state control over that. That's more just whatever your level of comfort is. And, you know, you could say, hey, whoever needs to make a decision about buying something, if it's in your budget, buy it. That hasn't been the way you've operated in the past, but you could do that. Or you could say, on the other hand, the board has to make all the decision, or you could pick someplace in between. When you pick someplace in between, you need to define where the line is. What's on the side of the line where only the board can decide, what's on the side of the line where the board doesn't need to be.
And that's just a dollar figure, you mean?
Yeah, it could be a dollar figure or it could be a particular kind of asset. Like, for example, in this particular form, it was vehicles and any type of equipment that had a particular line designation. But that doesn't work so well for you because, as Joel has just pointed out, you've only got one line, and that's just all equipment. But if you had multiple lines, you know, line for, you know, heavy equipment, for example, or, you know, something, I don't know what else I'm doing, but then that would look okay.
What's the board's feelings? Do we want to set a number on this or what we need?
I would think come up with a dollar figure.
Makes sense to me.
Now, can you separate it between highway and the town building or is it all?
You can do whatever you want.
That's already the town building, but that's general, and that would be. That's in general, that's a difference.
Well, I just thinking like, you know, if Scott's up there and he has to go up buy 2 tires up at Pete's, you know, he doesn't want to come down here and have to get permission to spend $2,200 to get steer tires. You know, that's kind of ridiculous.
Right.
Well, all right. Let's go backwards, so the purchase contract, which is in this thing on page 7, what would be a good thing, would that be the equipment we talked about there, or we talking about salt?
Well, that the procurement chart, Angel,
Yeah,
that is either for goods or services.
good one.
Or leasing. Insurance.
What public works contract? I guess that's where I'm having.
Public works is really just a category of purchases that exceeds a certain dollar amount and meets certain state criteria, but for the most part, it's the dollar amount. So you can see them broken out there.
See, I don't see, I'm still lost. So purchase contract versus public works. Purchase contract, you said would be goods, services, or leases, so that would be the equipment or sand, salt.
Take a look at page 4. Paragraph 1A.
Okay. All right, let's,
That gets to what
yeah.
you're looking for.
Yeah, it's not something you want to do.
No, it's very rare.
Yeah, you might have to the water plant, hire a contractor to
Right.
help it.
Yeah, so that you're not having to pay prevailing wage. That's the whole
I don't,
Okay.
purpose of
and I just asked them,
policy.
like the forest.
Okay, so that
I can
takes
see
care of that.
where
We already talked about the insurance before, in the health insurance, we get
There was a
multiple,
tires here.
multiple. Quote,
That's Shaw's.
so liability
for
insurance,
repair.
we don't.
Why is
we
that
can
coming
ask- We
out?
do have a
Yeah.
broker, so hopefully she can provide it.
Well, in that matrix that Jim had in his hand, there was 3 different quotes on that.
For the health insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's just one example. And I know when Melissa runs it with Nymer for us, they run it through a whole bunch of different brokers.
Okay, I've never seen that. I always, if I know Nymer and always just use.
But I think Nymer is more of an umbrella, but they pull from all over the place.
Because we have that. Now, as far as the breakdown of the individual assets when they're purchased.
I don't get it.
Ken was saying a dollar amount, we could work with a dollar amount. We can't be chasing tires.
I agree with
We can't be chasing,
100%.
you know.
Yeah, just come up with a figure. What would work for you?
You want to do $5,000 on the highway and 1,000 for the building here?
$5,000 all the way around.
Is
What's
5
the
grand
board?
enough?
Or you wanna go 10?
Well, otherwise.
Well,
it's
no,
gonna come
why,
before the board.
why do you need more of that for a bill? So they can buy.
You gotta constantly bother these guys. You know what I mean?
So they can buy.
What's that?
So then you gotta constantly bother.
We don't need it to build it, but I think.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to.
Yeah, but I just.
Well,
5
it's
grand
just
enough for the highway.
I'm trying to walk a line here between protecting you and not bothering you. You know, is $5,000 a good number? I mean, honestly, you're not going to buy anything up there in one purchase more than $5,000.
If I had to buy.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean that's
Money you
that-
can do it in 2 months. And get around it. Who never bills?
I think really you are gaming the system.
Just saying how it goes.
It's not what you want your policy.
Just saying.
We know when to enact that. We know when to do that.
I'd say 8.
Because again, the copier, I don't know what these copiers are today. The bigger ones are 2,500, 3,000, they could die tomorrow. These desks, you know, somebody could knock it down in court and.
those desks down there, they came probably
we
from
can-
Big
we
Lots
can-
for 50 cents.
No, somebody says, the guy says that's no good. Well, the next guy might say, I can fix that for $100.
The highway's more.
I
Highway's
agree.
highway.
Let me get you to focus for a second on the interrelationship between these policies. Maybe it'll help get you decided on that. So pull out for a second, capital asset policy. Going down to yours. Go to page 5. It's solid. And the summary, a variety of categories of asset. It's like guarantees, starting values. It just suggested. And the significance of those values
Just what we're talking about.
relates to what do you inventory and track on the one hand and what don't. And if you're above those numbers, you do. And if you're below those numbers, you don't. But just by coincidence, you'll see that the suggested dollar amount for equipment and machinery
5,000.
was $5,000. Now there's no magic to that. Could have been 8, could have been 10.
Well, I said 5,000 earlier just to show you that I did read all this.
You got the gold star. No, there's no doubt about it. Until you've dug into this.
But then, okay, so
We can always change this, amend it later, right, if it doesn't work,
Yeah,
the dollar figure.
yep.
Go with that and then see what works.
I prefer to be 10. But then I do have. Somebody go to page 10.
Vehicle direct charge.
Sorry,
You can't figure out.
Vehicle direct charge.
oh, making or so much gone. All vehicles are fine. So vehicles are different. I mean, overlook all. I guess what bothers me at the culvert.
It's like,
So I would say, just to sort of guide the decision making process, the goal here obviously is against the majority. Versus making this. It's not like an exercise in record keeping. Where we can say, oh, now we know it. You don't want to go too far in that direction. At the same
question I
time,
would ask.
the only reason you're looking at these things right now is because if the comptroller came in, no, and said, show me this policy and show me that policy and show me that policy, and you don't have them, he's going to write you up and say, you're not demonstrating a sufficient degree of oversight and care and, duty with respect to the management of the taxpayer's assets. So, the goal is to try and find some fair, reasonable middle place in there. You don't have to count paper clips, but if you're buying a $20 or $30 or $50,000 vehicle, you ought to know about it.
Definitely.
And keep track of.
I'll go back to the 5,000 for the highway
That sounds good to me.
because Scott isn't going to buy $5,000 worth of tires at a time. I mean, it might be every couple months, but it's going to be as needed.
Yeah, when he doesn't need it, he always gives a heads up anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I could live with that. And then for the belt, what are you going for that?
I don't know. What do you think down here?
Tires were under state contract anyway.
Yeah, but we're down here. What do you think about this building? $1,000, 2,000.
Yeah, some
Two.
Two, I'd say.
Down building improvements 50,000.
2,000.
2,000.
Yeah, if there's anything major, we're gonna have a meeting.
Yeah, we're gonna discuss it.
More than that anyway.
No, 2,000 would hurt.
Yeah.
The 5 and
If
2.
it doesn't work, we can always change it.
Yep. But it's a good starting spot.
So I can tweak this so that essentially you're saying purchases related to the town highway building or to the town highway department, the threshold is 5,000.
Is that for building too or equipment?
I'd say the town highway.
It's 5,000.
Yeah. You good with that, Scott?
So if it's a furnace, could furnace.
And
That's just a furnace.
For this building and maybe for the, well, chamber doesn't fall under this purview here, does it? That building? Yeah, I think 2 is fine. If there's anything major with anything else, we're gonna have a meeting anyway and discuss it. But if the furnace goes or something, we can.
Going back, Joel, on insurance. Jumping way back. We thought we were okay with the broker with those quotes.
Right.
We are, right?
Right, but as far as our liability, I've never seen a separate fault. I mean, the broker, whatever she presented, she may have presented more quotes to you guys, but I've never seen it. That's why.
That matrix you didn't see?
No, are you talking,
Any
the-
insurance? Yeah.
well, it's like when Nymer sends our insurance, all you get is a presentation.
Oh, one.
One, that's it.
Okay. All right.
So basically, you know, what Joel is talking about, what the capital is actually, a presentation or a quote from Nymer, you got a presentation or a quote from Travelers, you got a presentation and then a quote
Gotcha.
from, you know, and that's, yeah, we'll do
But I can probably request that from Melissa next time. Can you give me the 3 quotes that you got and then put it all into one packet? Just to have it here on file, so if they do come through the door, it'll be there. Okay, now, did you wanna do this at the next meeting, Mike, or do you wanna? You can just fill the dates in and email it up to us, can't you?
I can do that. I mean, yeah.
Well, whenever you get it done, put whatever date it is on it, that's the date it'll be effective.
Right,
Okay. So are you satisfied with that? We'll get through everything else and we'll go into executive session.
So that's procurement, you wanna do capital asset or surplus?
I'd like a little time during the winter to get maybe a formula, because I looked at that and I was like, he's gonna kill me with this. That is a lot of work. Could you at some point when you do this rest of it, put up a guideline of the parameters of what what limits we have to do? Like if it's above $2,000, we can just omit it, or is everything got to be listed?
Oh, on your capital asset?
Yes.
Well, that's kind of really your call, and that's takes us right back to that page 5 that we're looking at. Is there's a difference between when you capitalize on one end, what you track and inventory on the other. And there's 2 different columns for 2 different purposes. And I mean, the comptroller would love it and would prefer that you tracked everything. I can't really, maybe you had, logos, that you're paying $100 a piece for. And you say, well, $100 is worth a tracking. Well, you have, 20 of them. So now that's $2,000.
Mhm.
It's $2,000.
I get your point.
Well,
All right, I'll get something together and I'll send it down to you.
good.
So I got a good indoor project for the winter. Boy. So are you all set there then, Mike?
Good on those. We got 1 down, 2 to go with 5. And, anything you want to do to that?
Well, did you want to do the closed session quick? And that way you can get going?
That would be fine. Yeah. Well, we do that.
All right.
I just asked Scott and Boyd a question.
Yep.
I don't know if you've had it, but I got a couple of complaints about big dumps on Beach Road. It's right out almost to the edge of the road. Is that a problem for you? Or?
Not around house,
Yeah, it's like right on the edge of the road.
you could catch it,
You mean like Casio was?
yeah. I could speak to the garbage guy and then move it back on.
Figure it out because it's right in your.
Yeah, that's what I did up there in Hatch Hill. I just stopped, talked to them, and they moved it farther forward.
Is there a place to move it there? It looks pretty good.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, you travel around. What do you think about it?
Yeah, oh, it's been there for a while.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's always,
Especially in dark. It's a
All right.
I got
I
one
don't know.
question
Billy would want
to
to
ask
talk to him or what?
code enforcement.
You guys can decide.
I'm just reading your report there. Whatever happened to, I'm reading here, reference possible self-storage and intersection 22 and 17.
So the realty company actually bought that piece of property.
I see they got a big sign there. The realtor's gonna do something? Well, they got their illegal sign there right now.
House of some sort there, and something that would be compliant. Or they said, yeah, we're putting self-storage in the system.
There's too much room there.
They're adamant they're gonna put something they think the property is required.
Well, their sign is bigger than our ordinance allows.
I have not seen it.
I'll make a motion, we go into executive session.
Oh, is there a second?
Second.
Going over the purpose of reviewing a
Let's-
law.
Right.
Okay, Matt, you're up.
Hard did it, I mean.
No, the audit.
I know it.
You haven't done anything.
Jesus. All set. Weller Auto Parts, 582.84. Fairhaven Auto Supply, 249.56. American Hardware, 280.85. Wholesale Distributor, 255.21. Pete's Tire Barn, 1,479.66. Justin Aldous, 120. Fleet Pride, 659.03. All Climate Hydraulic LLC, 127.30. Capital Tractor, 1,042.02. AT Husick LLC, 1,570.56. JS Transportation Service, 525. Typeco Industry, 535.11. Han, 135.84. RT Electric, 78.75. Woodward Equipment, 720.58. Husick Distributor, 200. John Stokowski and Son, 237.52. And Joining Lucas, 628.74. And G.A. Bove and Son, 2,593.88. So move.
Second.
Ken and Jim second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Jim.
Verizon, 7602. New York State Electric and Gas, $750.56. Queensbury Water Department, $40. American Hardware, $32.98. Baker's Burner Service, $372.68. Slack Chemical, $189.50. General Control, $1,601.86. Ferguson Waterworks, $336.78. USA Blue Book, $154.21. Verizon, 7602. And Spectrum, $109.99. Donna, I have two Verizons, but if we have two, I'm missing a voucher. So the first one's missing. So you may have it. Okay.
No idea right
Okay. The total $3,740.60. So move.
Second. Ken second, all in favor? Aye. Okay, Mr. Beecher.
Okay, in the general, we have one for $450 for the reimbursement of two euthanization of two dogs. And then we have the New York Vermont Media LLC for $28.12 for a total of $478.12. And then we have Middle Granville Lights of $460.58. And then the North Granville Light bill for $251.69. I move.
Second.
Matt Rathman seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Mr. Quick.
NYSEC 368.85, Spectrum 220, Spectrum 80, NYSEC 25.65, TV Waste 115, New York Vermont Media 54.91, Pete Business 189.28, National Business Technology 2156.26, NYSEC 353.27, NYSEC 519.37, Karen Boycler 375. Royal Group 305.65. Spectrum 220. Spectrum 140. Colgan 96.10. Staples 374.11. Totals 55.93.45. So
Second.
Second.
Matt Rathman second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there any other business?
make a motion.
Ken makes a
Second.
mo- Matt seconds, all in favor? Aye.